Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find a link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video is going to be about how does the community view you? So pile number 1, you're going to be the pink teddy. Pile number 2, you're going to be the red teddy. And pile number 3, you're going to be the purple teddy. So again, pile number 1, pink teddy. Pile number 2, red teddy. And pile number 3, purple teddy. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the teddy that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number 1, you picked the pink teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings. So my pile number 1, how does the community view you? How does the community view you? Wow, 8 of Cups. Emotionally withdrawn. Like pulling away, walking away. Yep. This is how the community view you. Like you're emotionally withdrawn, you're disinterested. It could be like your neighbors, family members, or like the people that you spend a lot of time with, like, or not spend time with, but the people that is around you. So it could be work as well, but they view you as emotionally unavailable or distant. How does the community view you, my pal? Wow, we have the 3 of Pentacles. That your reputation precedes you, that you're a great team player with the 3 of Pentacles, that you're dedicated. I heard loyal as well. How does the community view you? Yeah, 6 of Swords, calm, cool, and collected, like you mind your business. That's how the community views you, as somebody who minds their business, somebody who is focused on their own thing, somebody who is more interested in moving forward in life, not holding back or being like, I don't know why I'm getting like, I keep getting like distant, like you're distant. This is how they view you, as somebody who's distant, who is always moving forward, not entertaining the nonsense. Like you're not into the drama. I heard Zen, so you might be Haitian. Zen means like gossip. How does the community view? Yeah, Chariot, Cancer energy, driven, moving forward, dedicated. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. with the Chariot, moving on. Like you have this energy of like being determined. Like you're, what I'm getting, like they view you as somebody who's emotionally distant and unavailable because you're focused on your goals with the Chariot. Like you're always on the move, so it always seems like you're busy. How does the community view you? How does the community view you? How does the community? Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. Very like imaginative, loving. Okay, you definitely have this vibe to you that is like you still have this innocence to you, or this zest for life. You have this, like with the Page of Cups, like you do have this imaginative, very caring. I heard child free. Some of you don't have children here. I don't know why I heard child free with the Page of Cups. Like you have this carefree, because I meant to say carefree, but I heard child free. So some of you are like single and no kids. So some of them, they might be envious of that if they have kids and they like feel like, you know, you should have kids, but it's like, it's your choice. If you want to have a child, you don't have to. If you don't want to have a child, there's nothing wrong with that too. But with the Page of Cups, what I'm getting here is like there's definitely an energy of you and like being in your power and being in your innocence, being imaginative, touching, like being in touch with your inner child. That's the word. Like I can't even speak. Like somebody doesn't want me to talk, but you're definitely in touch with your inner child. That's how your community view you. They view you as somebody who's fair, who's just. So you could be a Libra, and we are in Libra season. Like you're fair, you're just, you have a lot of integrity, you move with purpose. Like even if you are emotionally distant or emotionally unavailable, there is no like there's no oh my gosh, you see somebody doesn't want me to talk. Somebody in your community may not really like you. They like, there could be somebody in your community that may be upset that you are viewed as in a high regard with the Justice card, because you do everything in fairness, in truth, with integrity. Okay, like you don't do things that beneath the veil or like anything toxic. How does the community view you? Yeah, we have the High Priestess, very secretive. Also highly intuitive. Some of the people in your community are afraid of you because you could see right through their BS, or right through them, or through yeah, like I feel like you could see right through them. How does the community view you? Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's an energy of you not giving a F with the Queen of Swords. That's how the community view you. Like you're very stoic. You speak the truth. You walk in your truth. Yeah, you see somebody is like coming in because it's like they're okay. So like, because I'm getting like the people in the community definitely view in the high regards, but they also view you as somebody who's emotionally detached, not in a negative way, where you don't get emotionally involved in the shenanigans of the people going on, like the things that are going on around you. Like you don't get involved. You're not into, like I said, the zen. You're not into the, like when somebody brings in the drama and the gossip to you, you don't entertain it. Like you don't add like fuel to the fire. You don't do that. You just maybe just listen, and or maybe you just change the subject or something like that, but you don't get involved. And that's how the community view you. But there's one person specifically in the community that may like tell people other things about you, or trying to make people see you in a different light, because they are jealous of how highly people speak of you, how like, you know, even though they say that you're emotionally detached, it's not in a negative way that they're saying that. That's like I said, like the drama part, you don't get involved, you don't get sucked up into the drama. Like you're like, let's say if it's like your neighborhood, you don't get caught up in like, oh, your neighbor got into a fight with his wife. Like you don't get involved in that type of stuff. Okay, you don't know what's going on in someone else's house. You're more concerned with what's going on in your house, and that's how your community view you. And with the High Priestess, like you keep your problems to yourself. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands. The way that they view is that you're somebody difficult to crack, like somebody that's difficult to get to know, like you have strong barriers with the Ten of Wands. That's how the community view you. Yeah, especially with the Queen of Swords, like you're very stoic, like you don't play games. And then you also have strong boundaries here, like when you say no, it's no. And then you separate your personal life with, you know, the life of like work or when it comes to people around you, like you only tell them what they need to know. Like I feel like sometimes you only say like a few things about your life, but it's nothing too personal where it's like they could use that against you. Okay, so how does your community view you? Yeah, we have the World card. They definitely view you as somebody who's accomplished, knowledgeable. Yeah, a boss with the Emperor. Like you mind your business. That's the main thing that I'm getting here, that you mind your business. But you see how I was talking about the Page of Cups? Somebody doesn't like the fact that you have a youthful energy to you, or you're very imaginative, or maybe you have like this way with children or animals as well. You could be an animal lover, or children just love you. Or like even if you don't have a pet, maybe like in your neighborhood or around you, like animals and children, they gravitate towards you. So people, like, that's how they view you, as somebody who has this innocence to you. You still have that innocence within you. So how does the community view you? How does the community view you? We have the Three of Swords. Oh, the Three of, like the Three of Swords. They definitely view you as a heartbreaker. But I meant to say the Three of Wands. Your Mercury's not retrograding, and I can't speak. Somebody does not want you to know that. There's somebody in your community that's like, they're kind of like against you. They're like a secret enemy. We have the Three of Wands. They definitely view you as a visionary. Ooh, you see? Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, there's somebody in your community that views you as a Seven of Swords. Like, you're not who you say you are. Like, you're not, like, you're fake. It's not the whole community though. It's somebody specific that views you as the Seven of Swords, because like this person, they could try to invade your personal space, or they ask you like very personal questions that you don't feel like answering, and they could feel like, okay, well, why you don't want to tell me? Like, because they're kind of nosy, like, you know, those nosy neighbors. This is what I'm getting here. Somebody like that, that is like all up in your business, and because you don't tell them much with the High Priestess, they are trying to portray you as the Seven of Swords, or they view you as the Seven of Swords, like you're up to no good because they don't know your business. And it's like, okay, like, what, are you the police? Like, why are you asking all these questions? So how does your community view you? Yeah, you see Six of Pentacles. They definitely view you as somebody who's generous, very giving, because maybe you have given out, like maybe to charity, or you've done some sort of work within your community, and you've given back time, energy, or resources back to your community. So people in your community do respect you, but there's that one specific person that's a hater. How does your community view you? Yeah, you see, I can't make it up. Justice is here twice. So Libra and energy. So you could definitely have a Libra. You could ever have a Libra. Well, this person could be a Libra, but I doubt it, because it's justice upright. But I'm getting like, maybe you have Libra in your chart, but you're very just, fair in the way that you deal with others. You treat people with respect, and that's how the people in the community view you. Yeah, I'm telling you, they view you in high regards with the Six of Wands, and that person within your community doesn't like that. For some of you, it doesn't have to be like your neighbors. It could be family members. You could have one specific family member that's like so nosy, all up in your business, trying to find out what you got going on, so that way they could sabotage it for you, or like they just think that you're up to no good because you don't want to tell them your business, or like they just want to instigate and they can't find anything. Some of you, it could be somebody who's spying through divination, and they can't find anything on you. Yeah, I see the King of Swords, very stoic. That's how they view you. But like you're stern, but you're fair in the way that you deal with others. Like you speak the truth, you're honest, you're dependable, you're reliable, but there is that like sternness to you with the King of Swords, where you're not gonna play games. Like you're gonna tell people the truth how it is. How does your community view you? Wow, we have the Two of Cups. A very loving energy. Like you have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. That's how the community view you. And we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So how does the community view you? Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups. They view you as somebody who has a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. Doesn't have to be like option in loves, but it could be that, because we have the Two of Cups. But I'm getting like a lot of opportunities, like you get a lot of chances, or there's a lot of things that come to you because of like the work that you've put in with the Seven of Cups. So opportunities in love, opportunities in career, opportunities in friendship. Like they definitely view you as somebody who's abundant. How does the community view you? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles again, like generous, very giving, hardworking individual. What you give, like what you receive is what you put out. Like that's how the community view you. How does the community view you? We have the Emperor again. They view you as a boss. Because we have the Emperor twice. So you could be an Aries here, don't have to be, but definitely Aries energy here with Libra. And then Libra and Aries are opposite of each other. But what they have in common, they're both cardinal signs. So that means you are a natural born leader. That's how your community view you. Okay? Some of you could be lawyers here. That's what I'm getting. You're definitely boss energy. Like real boss energy, okay? How does the community view you? How does the community view you? How does the community view you? Just one card, please. How does the community view you? We have the Empress. Ooh. Like I said, that really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. They view you as somebody who is very creative, very attractive too. You may have like potential suitors within your community, people that are in, I heard people are in love with you. I can't even speak, guys. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I can't talk. Like, somebody does, I want you to hear that. And I was like kind of like trying to get the oh my gosh, I'm trying to get the messages across, and it's like something is like trying to block me or stop me from saying what is coming through, like the messages. It's like somebody's trying to interfere with the messages that I'm getting, and I don't like that. How does the community view you? Yeah, they view you as somebody who is driven with the Two of Wands. Like you know how to choose your own path. How does the community view you? You're forward thinker, forward movement. Yeah, I just saw the Hierophant. So we have the King of Cups, emotionally intelligent, very loving. They know that about you because we have the Six of Pentacles twice. So that means you have a very caring, loving energy to you. Very balanced, emotionally intelligent, and also like, you know, just intelligent in general. So book smart and street smart, because we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So this is book smart and street smart energy. You know how to read the room. That's why some people, they're kind of like afraid of you, because we do have the High Priestess here. So you're definitely in touch with your intuition. You get divine messages. Some people, like, I feel like when you are around them, you may experience blockages, like how I was experiencing blockages right now, like somebody trying to interfere with your spiritual guidance. That's how you know somebody's not for you, or just like there is some sort of energetic block. We have the Magician, so Gemini, Virgo energy. So we have Libra 3 times because we have the Empress, Emperor twice, Aries energy, Taurus energy, Gemini, Virgo energy, Cancer energy. We have Cancer twice as well because we have the Chariot and the High Priestess, and we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy. So the way that the people in your community view you, they view you as somebody who's very skilled and talented, a master manifester. So somebody in your community seeing you manifest live, like they were there when you manifested something, or you spoke something into existence and they were witness of that with the Magician. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot by Kachu again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the red teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 2. How does the community view you? So how does your community view you? Ooh, they view you as a free-spirited person, somebody who walks by faith and not by sight. And this is the Fool card. Some of them they kind of view as being foolish or taking foolish risk because of the fact that you walk to the beat of your own drum. So a lot of people in your community don't understand you. So this could be family and friends that may view you as a risk taker. How does your community view you? How does your community? Yeah, we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you definitely walk by faith and not by sight. They definitely view you as somebody who's very intelligent. Okay, with the High Priestess. Yeah. Sorry about that, my pal number 2. So as I was saying, the people in your family, wow. I meant to say the community, but definitely family members view you as somebody who is highly intelligent with the Queen of Swords and very spiritual with the High Priestess, but you walk to the beat of your own drums. A lot of them, they don't understand you. They may, like I said, they may call you foolish for following your own inner compass, but that's how they view you. They view you as somebody who's a risk taker, somebody who trusts in the divine. Some of them, they wish they could have that trust, that inner connection, that inner conviction that they have with the divine, like the same way that you have with the divine. But a lot of them, they don't trust that the universe will have their back. The universe is going to catch them if they fall. How does your community view you? How does your community view you? We have the King of Swords. Yeah, you have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. Very stoic here. Very intelligent too. Like I'm getting like resilient as well, like mental resilience. Like you're able to shoulder great responsibilities, or you're able to shoulder, like you have greater understanding, like you have a lot of wisdom to you with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords that you've gained throughout mental challenges, mental anguish. So I feel like you overcame some sort of anxiety, or you overcame some sort of thought pattern that maybe was reoccurring within your family unit that you overcame. Like it felt like it was with ease, because I feel like some people in your family may still suffer from those anxieties while you've healed from it. How does the people in your community view you? But they know that you're very strong-minded. How does the people in your community? Yeah, Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. It's the truth. You're strong-minded here. You're somebody who is a very powerful. You have a you're clear-headed. That's how they view you. You speak the truth. There's definitely an air of honesty to you with the Ace of Swords that your family or your community views you as. Like, yeah, you see, it's like something to do with your family or your community. But I feel like within your community, it could be like even your family members, but also like your culture, like the people in your culture. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where a lot of people from the same culture as you lives there. Okay, so they can think that you're resilient, your mind is very strong, very sharp. Yeah, you're adventurous with the 8 of Wands, you're action oriented, and you're courageous. That's how they view you. Very courageous. How do they view you? We have the Emperor, Boss, and I got that for pile number 1 as well. Like leaders, a pillar in your community as well, because you set the example for a lot of people to follow suit. That's what I'm getting here with the Emperor. How does people in your community view you? How do they view you? Wow, we have the 10 of Swords. There's definitely an energy of like you would end things abruptly with people without warning with the 10 of Swords. How do people in your community view you? Yeah, unpredictable with the Tower. Yeah, this is what I'm getting here. Unpredictable with the Tower. Like you have this energy to you. Not in a negative way, like you're hard to read. That's what I'm getting with the unpredictability of the Tower. Like you are not what they expected. You have this resilience to you that a lot of people in your community are surprised that you have. And I feel like the wisdom that you have gained and the expertise that you have gained that made you the Emperor, they're shocked. So I feel like maybe you went through something that a lot of people in your community have gone through, or people in your family have gone through, and you came out on top, while a lot of people within your community or your family, because I'm getting like it's your family or your community, like people in around you that you grew up with, didn't overcame that. They were still stuck in that energy. They're still stuck in that pattern, while you've changed, while you elevated, and you keep growing. How do people in your community view you? Yeah, we have the Judgment card. They view you as somebody who's a great judge of character, who's learned their karmic lessons, even though they may not know about karmic lessons, but they understand based on, like, you know, their understanding of life and situations. They understand that you've leveled up in some sort of spiritual way and intellectually with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Like, you're not the same person that they knew before. How do the people in your community view you now? How do they view you? Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. You still have your innocence. You still have your zest for life with the Page of Cups. You have this imaginative nature to you, that pure spirited nature to you with the Page of Cups, that it has not died. Like, your fire, your inner fire has not, like your flame didn't die out. You still have that zest for life. You still have that passion for life, and you're very there's still that childlike nature to you with the Page of Cups. Yeah, we have the Empress. You know, pile number 1 had the Empress and the Emperor as well. You have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy, and we do have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So we have Cancer, we had Cancer in pile number 1 as well. We have Aries in pile number 1, and Libra and Taurus. So, and Scorpio. We didn't have Scorpio in pile 1, but we have Scorpio here, and Capricorn. So very powerful energy that you have, my pile number 2. So what I'm getting here with the Empress energy, the way that people in your community view you, they view you as somebody who has like that balance of feminine and masculine energy. You're very nurturing, you're loving, and you have this exquisite beauty to you, a very natural beauty, soft beauty to you. Even if you wear makeup, like, it doesn't take away from your natural beauty, it just accentuates it. So we have the Star. So people in your community definitely view you as a leader. They view you as the star. You are original, you are authentic, and it makes sense because we have the Tower. You're unpredictable. Like, whatever they thought of you before, it's like they keep it's like you keep reinventing yourself, but it's like they have to relearn who you are, because you're just not the same person that they once knew, like 5 years ago or a year ago or like 6 months ago. Like, you're always improving, you're always getting better, and there's definitely an energy of uniqueness to you with the Star energy. You're influential in your community, whether you know it or not. People in your community look up to you secretly. How does your community view you? How does your community? Yeah, you see we have the 8 of Wands again. So definitely action oriented energy here with the 8 of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords. Ooh, like telling the truth. Like, you may be like, when you tell the truth, it could be harsh at times with the 5 of Swords, or you're just not afraid of conflict, or you're not afraid of letting people know, like, when they did something wrong, or when they're stepping out of line, or they're being unreasonable. That's how the people in your community view you. You're definitely a mediator. I'm getting like that energy of a mediator, okay? Because people may come to you as the mediator to their conflict, because you're able to see the two sides of a story. You could be a Gemini or a Libra here. You can see the two sides of a story and then make a judgment. We could also be an Aquarius here as well. Yeah, they definitely view you as somebody who's patient with the 7 of Pentacles, somebody who's dedicated, because it may have taken you a really long time to get to where you are today. And the Emperor is definitely somebody who has gone through the trenches. He didn't just become the Emperor because he woke up one day and said he was the Emperor. You have to go through trials and tribulations to become the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, some people are predestined to be, but they still have to go through trials and tribulations in order to become the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, you have to pass certain tests. You can't just wake up one day and just say that, yeah, I'm the Emperor, without having nothing to back it up. Okay, how does the people in your how do the community view you? Wow, the 2 cups came out for pile number 1 as well. Okay, so within your community, you may have potential suitors as well, like people that really want to date you, because they view you as a potential lover with the Two of Cups, an ideal lover. Especially if you're single here, we have the Death card, Scorpio. They definitely view you as somebody who's magnetic, resilient. Yeah, resilient, okay? Determined. We do have Scorpio energy here twice with the Tower. How do people in your community view you? Yeah, very charming, loving. I heard the mirror. Give me the mirror here. Okay, wow, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So Empress energy twice. So Libra or Taurus energy. But very loving, okay, charming. Yeah, you have this je ne sais quoi about you with the Knight of Cups, and that's how people in your community view you. You do have a lot of eyes on you, a lot of potential suitors. I keep getting a lot of lovers. We have the Strength card, Leo energy. You're powerful here. You're resilient, you're courageous, you're strong. And we do have the Eight of Wands. This is also an energy of courage, action oriented, influence, like you're extremely influential. Okay, there's a card that's already flipped over. Let me see. Ooh, we have the Queen of Cups. Very loving energy, highly intuitive, very receptive. That's how the people in your community view you, as a receptive, very loving and giving energy. In touch with your intuition. So I feel like people in your community like may come to you for like guidance or like marriage counseling. Even though you're not a marriage counselor, people come up to you for that, like matters of the heart. I keep hearing matters of the heart with the Queen of Cups. And we have the High Priestess as well. Maybe you are a tarot reader too. People come to you for spiritual advice as well as spiritual guidance. How does the community view you? Yeah, Six of Swords. Calm, cool, and collected individual with the Six of Swords. You see things for, I don't know why I heard you see things for what it is. How does the community view you? Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, a zest for life. Like you still have that innocence to you, because we have the Page of Cups as well. Pages are children or childlike energy, very loving energy, optimistic energy. Okay, especially the Page of Wands is a very optimistic energy, because the Page of Wands, you know, he gets excited about a new idea, he puts his energy into it. He may be like, you know, still at the beginning stage of this new creative endeavor, but he's very exciting. There is a lot of like energy of passion. So people definitely view you as a passionate individual. You bring out passion in others as well, and that's how people in your community view you. If they want to get that passion, that boost, that spark, they know who to come to, or they know who to look up to. Okay, so they definitely use you as a source of inspiration. How do people in your community view you? How do people in your community view you? We have the Four of Swords. They are very laid back. You know when to like pull away, and you know when to move forward. You have that balance, because we do have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, but we also have the Emperor and the Empress. That's that energy. You have both, because you have the Eight of Wands, action, moving forward, taking the initiative, but the Four of Swords, where you're like, okay, well, now I've taken all the action that I needed to take. Now it's time for me to pull back and relax and allow things to happen naturally. Okay, and that's that Empress energy, where you're resting in your femininity and attracting things to you and not chasing it. How does your community view you? How does your community view you, my pal? Yeah, Seven of Wands. They view you as somebody who has like very strong boundaries with the Seven of Wands. Like you're not afraid of establishing your boundaries or reinforcing your boundaries if need be. And you have healthy boundaries. Like your boundaries are not unreasonable, but like you're not the type of person that's going to allow people to come play in your face with the Seven of Wands. And that's how they view you. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Pile number 2. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Tarot by Kachu again with another video. So my pile number 3, you picked the purple teddy, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 3. How does your community view you? How does your community view you, my pile number 3? How does your community view you? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Somebody who could juggle multiple responsibilities. Somebody who's reliable. Somebody who's dependable and multi-talented, okay? You could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, a Virgo, don't have to be. How does your community view you? Just one card. Ooh, we have the 8 of Cups. You know, the 8 of Cups energy came out for all 3 piles, but what I'm getting here for you, my pile number 3, is that you're more of an emotional, like you're more emotionally reserved, and you tend to walk away from things that do not serve you. And this is how the people in your community view you, as somebody who just removes himself or herself from situations that don't serve her without forcing anything. How does your community view you? We have the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. So you make plans in silence, you move in silence. Some of them, like just like pile number 1, there could be somebody in your community that feels like you are deceptive or sneaky with the 7 of Swords because you make plans without them, or you don't include them in your plans, or you just don't share any of your progress with people. Like you move to the beat of your own drums, like you move in silence, but you also could be moving militant, where it's very strategic the way that you move with the 7 of Swords. And some people, they may not like that because they could be, I heard, people watchers. So they always, like, I feel like people are watching your pocket in your community or watching your movements because they want to know what you got going on, where you're going, you know, just like every little thing about you. People are trying to find out with the 7 of Swords and with the 3 of Wands. How does your community view you? Because it's like, there could be somebody in your community, either they want to intercept that or they just want to have something to gossip about. Like the thing is, the people in your community view you as somebody who moves away or shy away from drama. Like you don't really entertain that. You walk away from it if need be because you don't want to be around that type of energy. How does your community view you? How does your community? Yeah, we have Justice here, Libra. So you could definitely be a Libra here. I got Libra energy for all 3 piles as well, like heavy on the Libra and Aries energy. Yeah, cardinal signs, like definitely a leader, self-starter. That's how people in your community view you, as a self-starter. You're very balanced individual. We have the 2 of Pentacles, another card of balancing act. So you're definitely a balanced individual here. That's how they view you. Yes, we have the Lovers. You have a really good balance of feminine and masculine energy. So that balancing act is here heavy. And that's how the people in your community view you. Some of them, they view you as the ideal lover. Ideal, like like you're highly, I don't know why I heard highly dependable. How do people in your community view you? How do they view you? We have the Hangman. Yeah, they view you as somebody who is like, who looks at things from a different perspective. somebody who is also very reflective, because the Hangman is also a inner reflection, taking temporary pause to reevaluate your situation before you make a move. And people from your community, they definitely view you as somebody who takes temporary pause, like doesn't rush the process, looks at things from different angles, who is open-minded. Okay, like you may have people that come to you for legal advice, even if you're not a lawyer, but you may give good advice when it comes to like legal situations. Okay, with the Justice card, like you always give like the fairest, like the best option possible for all involved. There's definitely an energy of fairness, of truth about you that people in your community, they've noticed. How does your community view you? We have the Seven of Wands. They definitely view you as somebody who has very strong boundaries with the Seven of Wands. They view you as somebody who is very stern, or you definitely command respect, not in a bullying way where you bully people and then you try to be rude to them. It's more in a sense where your presence command respects with the Seven of Wands. You may have a lot of people that see you as competition in your community as well. They want to have the same respect that you have. I'm not even surprised that the Emperor came out, guys, because the Emperor came out for all three piles. So this tells me collectively that you guys have amazing leadership qualities that people within your community are noticing about you. They definitely view you with the Four Swords as somebody who has a very good balance of like knows whenever to take action and whenever to retreat. With the Hangman, like just to take a temporary pause and reevaluate the situation, reassess what you're doing to see if it's actually working, and then proceeding with a plan of action. What I'm getting here with the Emperor is that you have amazing leadership skills. Amazing leadership skills or qualities to you that people in the community have noticed. They have taken notice of that, and now they are trying to emulate what you have going on, or they're trying to follow your step. You're definitely a leader in your community. You are a pillar in your community. I got that for pile number 2 as well. So I feel like the energy is very similar for each pile, because I feel like collectively you guys are part of like the same kind of collective group, where like you guys have similar experiences, where like I feel like people in your community don't want to give you your props. They know that you are the Emperor. They know that you have amazing qualities. They know that you have like what it takes to be a leader, but they don't want to put you in a leadership position. Like they want to benefit off of your leadership qualities without having to give you the title. Like they don't want to give you the title. It's like as if they want to keep you small in a way, but they know you don't belong in that category. They know you belong in the category of an Emperor. Okay, so how does your community view you? I can't even speak the whole reading. I couldn't speak. Like I feel like that's what I'm getting. Like the people in your community do not want to give you your props. They don't want to give you your props. They don't want to say, oh, pile number 3, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of like all the amazing things that you have accomplished in your life, how you've leveled up, how you've matured, like you're definitely a source of inspiration. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that, because for them it's like it's a pride thing, where they feel like, oh, if I do that, then I'm like basically I'm humbling myself, or I'm lowering myself to pile number 3, when in reality, actuality, you deserve to be praised. Not in the sense that you are a god or you're above people, but you have come a long way and you deserve to be praised. You deserve to be acknowledged, and they don't want to do that. So we have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. So they definitely view you as somebody who's even tempered, who is wise beyond your years. A lot of people in your community don't want to admit the fact that you have wisdom, some sort of wisdom or knowledge that they may not possess, and they wish they had this knowledge, but they don't want to admit the fact that they are learning from you. A lot of people are learning from you in your community, but they just don't want to let you know that they're learning from you, even if it's like in secret. How do people in your community view you? How does your community view you? That's too many cards. How does your community, yeah, the High Priestess. The High Priestess came out for all 3 piles as well. So collectively, your community definitely views you as somebody who's very spiritual, highly intuitive, Some of them are scared of you, scared of your intuition. So if you've been gaslit by a lot of people in your community, that's the reason, because you call them out on their BS and they don't like that. They don't like that you're calling them out. And the fact that you are younger than these people, I feel like for a lot of you, you're younger than them, and it could be people like in some sort of like leadership position within their community. And that's the reason why they don't want to give you your props, because they feel like, no, you're younger than me, so you're supposed to look after me, like, you know, you're supposed to look up to me. But in actuality, they're the one looking up to you, because you know why? Because they don't have the integrity of justice. They don't do what's right, what's fair, what's just. They don't do that. They allow the power to get to their head, where they feel like, oh, I'm in a position of power, so you have to bow down to me. When you are in a leadership position, you have to set the example for other people to follow suit, but they're not doing that. They're using it as a means to control other people, while you don't even need the leadership position, because you are a leader in your birthright. You don't need that position. Like, the title is not going to change your leadership qualities. Like, these people, they need to have the leadership title in order to be seen as a leader, but they're not really leaders. So how does the community, your community, view you? Yeah, Four of Wands. They view you as somebody who's stable, who is like, you know, who brings a lot of like positivity within the community. You're definitely a source of inspiration. I keep getting that. How does your community view you, my pile number 3? How does your yeah, they view you as somebody who's structured, disciplined, driven, with Cancer energy. And then we have the well, I can't speak. We have the Hermit card. So Virgo energy, wise beyond your years. They definitely view you as somebody who's extremely wise, knowledgeable. Okay, you do a lot of active service without wanting anything in return with the Hermit card, and you're so driven. That energy that you possess is a very driven energy. Yeah, we have the Sun card. You illuminate the path for others. That's how the people in your community view you. They also view you as somebody who has a lot of potential for greatness, or a lot of potential for an amazing leadership position, okay, or success, whether it is your business, whether it is like whatever it is that you're doing right now. My pile number 3, people in your community see the potential in you with the Sun card. They definitely view you as somebody who is a ray of sunshine in a lot of people's lives, and you bring a lot of positivity everywhere you go. How do people in your community view you? Yeah, we have the Page of Swords. They definitely view you as a scholar with the Page of Swords. You're a fast learner. You're extremely observant. That's why some of them, they don't like when you come around, because let's say if there's some sort of corruption in your community, you're kind of like a whistleblower and you call it out. They don't like that about you because of the Justice card. How does the community, your community view? Yeah, very generous with the Six of Pentacles, a loving individual. You give a lot to maybe to charity. How does your community view you? How does your community view you? The Six of Wands wanted to come out. How does your community, just one card please. How does your community, yeah, guys, I can't make it up. Justice is here twice, guys. Libran energy. Balance, fair in your dealings, authentic, okay, diplomatic. That's why I was gonna, like, you may give legal advice. Like, I feel like some people, they come up to you first before they go to a lawyer, because like you give like one of the best legal advice, even though you're not a lawyer. Maybe you're studying law or you're learning. Sorry about that, my pal number 3. So yeah, how does your community view you? Very just energy with Justice here. We are in Libra season, so you could be a Libra here. How does your community view you? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. They definitely view you as somebody who's fortunate, who has a lot of good luck, or has a lot of good karma. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, so you could be a Sagittarius here. We have Sagittarius twice. How does the people in your community view you? How do they view you? Wow, we have the Emperor again and the Magician, guys. Like boss energy. You have leadership qualities, my pal number 3, that people in your community have noticed maybe from a young age, but you were maybe discouraged to pursue your leadership, like in like improve your leadership qualities or pursue a leadership position, maybe because of your gender. Maybe they said like, nah, you like, as if they're saying you're a woman, you're supposed to be, you know, taking care of the family, you know, have children, get married, which is fine. You could still do that and still be a leader. Like you can't, like, you don't have to have one or the other. You could have both. But I feel like you were kind of like redirected to another path instead of like following your own intuition from when you were a young age. But I feel like because your leadership qualities are so strong that you decided to still follow your own path. Like, and I feel like some people in your community, especially if they are egotistical, may have like felt like you were rebellious when, like, because you didn't want to follow their lead and you wanted to be the leader because you have leadership qualities. I feel like maybe when you were younger, people used to make you feel bad for being outspoken, because like Aries energy is very outspoken, okay? Like whether you are a woman or a man, you will be outspoken. You will, you know, step in leadership position because that's what Aries is, like the first sign of the zodiac. It's like self-starter, but it's also a cardinal sign. So cardinal signs are like, they're self-starters. They are natural born leaders. So, and we also have Cancer here because we have the High Priestess, and Cancer is also a cardinal sign. So is Libra. So we have a lot of self-starter signs, leadership signs, okay? And you have this possession, like you have those qualities in your possession, and the people in your community have seen this in you from time, but just didn't want to cultivate those qualities because they were kind of like threatened by your power from when you were young, okay? Especially when like 6, 7, when you were like really outspoken or calling out certain things that you've noticed that were not good, were not right. And then because you were a child, they made you feel like something was wrong for you to say that, or you have to respect your elders. You know how some people, they use like their age as a way to control other people, like, oh, I'm your elder, you have to respect me. But yeah, okay, well, you still have to, like, just because you're an elder doesn't mean that you can't respect the youth. Like, you know, this is what I'm getting here. Maybe that's what you said to somebody when you were younger and somebody got mad. Oh my god. We have the Magician. So they definitely view you as somebody who's very skilled and talented, a master manifester. How does your community view you, my pal number 3? Yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who is trustworthy, reliable, dependable, meticulous, dedicated. Okay, you could be a Taurus here. How does your community view you? Wow, we have the Devil and the Temperance. Okay, so some of you could be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusper. Yeah, some people in your community definitely view you as like very assertive. You see another powerful, we have all the cardinal signs here because we have Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra. So self-started, like that very assertive personality, or, you know, like I'm just getting like an energy of somebody who takes charge. And this is how the people in your community view you, but they didn't really like that quality. They made you feel bad. They made you feel like you were toxic for being outspoken. And maybe you started like diminishing your light because of that, okay? But they see you as somebody who's very wise. With the Temperance card, you're very wise, my pal number 3, but it's just, I feel like because you were in the wrong environment, or the people in your community are trying to suppress you because they don't like the wisdom that you possess. And I feel like there's something to do with your gender as well. So like if you are a woman here, like, or maybe like, let's say if you are a man but you are in touch with your feminine side, they didn't really like that. Or like, let's say if you're part of a community where they oppress women and you're a man and you're speaking out on this and you're like, no, this is wrong, and they may look at you like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, like men are supposed to act like this, men are, you know, men are empowered, da, da, da. Like, you know, men that are very toxic. Like, I feel like maybe you come from, like, in your community, there could have been like a lot of toxic men that try to use their masculinity to oppress other women. And then you were like, no, this is wrong. We're supposed to be protecting women. We're supposed to be providing for women, not supposed to hurt the women. Okay. So this is what I'm getting here. And that could have been like used against you. in your community, but they know that you are meant to, like, let's say if you were to be put like ahead of your community, like one of the pillars, like a leader in your community, you would make wave. You would change certain ways that the younger generation would look at life, and they don't want that. Whoever is part of your community, they don't like the fact that you have this power to influence in a positive way. Because if you were to influence in a positive way, their old ways of doing will not be beneficial, because it won't work anymore and it won't benefit them. Like, your way of doing things won't benefit them, so they don't want that. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.